So I am somewhere in the beginning stages of a PM30 MV CNC conversion. I'm really just waiting on the ball screws and brackets from Arizona Video there. He's having a hard time getting them out on time, I think. Anyhow, so I decided to start on the electrical. It's a funny thing, everything from China came in, well ahead of schedule, and despite the crazy times we live in. And I'm waiting for a package out of the US. I'm in Canada, in Toronto, so I'm not far, but anyhow, I decided I'd get started on the electrical. I'm having some issues with the toroidal transformer. It's just a simple, you can see there, red 220 volts, yellow 60 volts. There's one primary coil, one secondary coil, nothing too complicated, but I'm blowing fuses. It's a funny problem because I had 8 amp fuses in there, and I had it on. Everything was fine. It was humming along. You can see here, I had a little meter on the 60 volt side to make sure everything was all good there, and it was reading 60 volts. Well, it was reading 67 volts because I'm actually at 240, not 220. But and then so I shut the breaker off, and I tried turning it back on again. I mean, I gave it at least, must have been 2-3 minutes between turning it off and turning it back on again, but the fuses blew. So today when I got home, I tried 15 amp fuses, and it worked. The first time I turned it on, everything worked. It was humming along. I was reading 67 volts there. A little light was on my on the 24 volt DC power supply, and it was just kind of on. And then I turned it off again, and I waited. I made sure to give it some time between turning it off and turning it back on again, and I blew even 15 amp fuses. So yeah, I'm struggling with how to get that guy to behave. I've heard, I'm sure it's a problem with inrush current, and I've heard of people talking about thermistors, but I don't know. If any one of you guys has some experience with this maybe, or has had this problem, or has any advice to offer, I'd be really happy to take it, because I'm I'm looking to learn something from you guys to see what I can do here, because I kind of don't know how to get this AC side fired up. Anyhow, thanks guys.